post haste. And yes, as you hear that, we are recording on YouTube. So again, I appreciate everybody's effort. So to start off the meeting, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the minutes of April 8th, 2026 Executive Committee meeting.
So moved.
All right, I'll second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The meeting minutes are approved. And at this point, I will hand it over to Ms. Kate Brown, who can talk to us about share rendering of the renamed Medical Staff Wellness and Resource Center.
Absolutely. So, and I'll show you a rendering while I am doing this so you can see it, I hope. Here we go. Can you all see that okay?
Not yet.
Not
Oh, there it is.
Did it pop up now?
Yep.
So I think you know that Dr. Robert Smith has been a long-standing, outstanding member of the Metro Health medical staff and family in looking at the resolution and some of the bio that we put together, served the organization close to 30 years. And I think it goes without saying, really touched so many lives. In fact, I had a chance to talk with Dr. Connors earlier this week, and he shared some fond memories of Dr. Smith and the time that they had a chance to work together. So as he approaches retirement, and really the credit goes to Dr. Stepnick and Trish Gallagher, who came and said, is there a place at Metro Health where we could recognize his contributions? And so the Medical Staff Wellness and Resource Center, which you see up on the screen, is on the second floor of Glick. It is that wonderful new space where the medical staff has a chance to gather and to relax and to meet and do all kinds of good things. So it just seems like a really fitting place for us to recognize Dr. Smith's contributions. So as we shared at a recent board meeting, the naming of physical space at Metro Health is something that we want to bring to you for your review and approval. And so that is why we wanted to gather today to be able to do that.
Okay.
Dr. Stepnick, I don't know if there's anything you'd like to add, or Dr. Alexander, or anyone else. James.
David, do you want to?
Yeah, so thank you. So since I came here in 2014, like he has been to many, many people, chairs, others, Dr. Bob, as everybody calls him, has been a fabulous resource, and we all know that. He's been in communications with me recently, and his texts were getting a little shorter, and most of them said he's getting tired. And I could tell that that resiliency, which he has spoken about to so many people, was probably eroding. To the point that a couple of weeks ago, he sent Dr. Alexander and me text messages that basically said that he would like us to communicate to the medical staff that he is retiring. He said it's okay to be transparent, meaning that we know that it's his health that is responsible for the retirement. And I believe he finally reached a point that he just felt that he could not return. Part of the urgency of this is that having dealt with many cancer patients in my lifetime, I was questioning by his responses if perhaps he wasn't in palliative care and was in and out of being awake and not, in which case, as this whole group knows, because somebody said, how long does he have? And the answer to that is only God knows, but it could be 6 months, but it also could be 6 days. And so we thought, Trish Gallagher and Chrissy and I thought that if we could do something that he could recognize while he's still with us, that that would be of much more impact to him than if we just did this, post-mortem when we presented something to his wife. So we really have no idea. And actually, he reached out to Chrissy and I yesterday
Oh,
and said he would be open for a visit, which I was surprised. That was excellent. That's a good sign. We will have a better idea of just how he's doing when eyes lay on him. But again, based on the messaging that preceded that, I was personally concerned about, again, how long he had it. And we just wanted to do something like this that would show him our recognition of what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy?
If I may, thank you, David. I think when you think about the legacy that Bob is leaving upon retiring from the institution, it truly is incredible. He really has built the employee assistance program, and not just for the whole of the employees, but the medical staff focused assistance, where he helped people who are struggling with a whole wide array of mental health concerns. Um, and what he brought to the institution by bringing in team steps training and
Yeah.
providing us with better ways of communicating, better ways of formulating teams, and then really helped David and I lead the charge around employee wellness that we were kicking off just prior to COVID. So it really is just impossible to measure all of the incredible positive impact that he has made on this organization. But if we can, in one small way, recognize it by the naming of this space, then I think we will have begun to honor him in ways that really thank him for what he's done for all of us.
And Dr. Walker and John, you may know this, but on Tuesday, we have our, I guess, communications folks are going to video any employee that wants to come across from the boardroom and give him a message. And they're going to put that together in a video so that, again, that hopefully that, it's something that, he can view. So that would be not only this, which would sort of memorialize him in this space, but also something that, again, that is very personal and would give people's comments and just well wishes to him. So just that is the other thing that we're planning to do, and that's this coming Tuesday.
Oh, that sounds great. I didn't have the privilege of knowing him quite as well as you do, but I've talked to him in several meetings. He's always a very kind and smart gentleman. I always left our discussions with a smile or a positive outlook. I've never seen a man quite as positive as
Right?
as,
Correct.
as Bob. So, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
very happy that we're doing this. To me, if you want, we should recognize people when they can enjoy the recognition and not wait
Absolutely.
until after to a point where they can no longer enjoy the recognition. So certainly 100% in support of this action, and I'm glad you're taking it. So, does anyone have anything else to add, or do we can read the resolution?
Yeah, I fully support it. He's a wonderful person and a great asset to Metro Health. So
Yep. All right, Mr. Wellens, is on you.
Yes, sir. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Metro Health System has been presented a recommendation from the President and Chief Executive Officer of the system for the naming of the Medical Staff Wellness and Resource Center located in the Glick Center in recognition of Robert L. Smith, PhD, who is known throughout the system as Dr. Bob. Whereas Dr. Bob first joined the system in 1983, and during his initial 14-year tenure, he directed the system's alcohol and drug treatment program, chaired the Impaired Professionals Committee, and created the system's award-winning Employee Assistance Program. Whereas Dr. Bob returned to the system in 2012 to lead the system's Medical Staff Assistance Program, and in that role, he has provided support to countless employees across the system, becoming one of the system's most relied upon resources during times of personal and professional challenge. And he has helped to shape the culture that prioritizes caregiving, well-being, emotional resilience, human connection, and compassionate support. And whereas the mission and purpose of the Medical Staff Wellness and Resource Center closely aligned with Dr. Bob's lifelong commitment to supporting the well-being, resilience, and professional sustainability of caregivers, now therefore be it resolved, the board hereby approves the naming of the Glick Center's Medical Staff Wellness and Resource Center as the Robert L. Smith, PhD, Medical Staff Wellness and Resource Center in recognition of Dr. Bob's extraordinary contribution to the system, his enduring impact on the well-being of its employees, and his lasting legacy of compassion, service, and support.
Thank you, Mr. Wellens. Would now like to ask for a motion to approve the resolution for the approval of naming of Medical Staff Wellness and Resource Center and Glick Center in recognition of Robert Smith, PhD. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I will second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the motion carries. Congratulations. Please extend to Dr. Smith the appreciation from the Board of Trustees for all of his great times and great work he's done for the mental health system. Is there any other business for this committee? Hearing none, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all. Enjoy the good weather while it lasts.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.